It is 8:15 at night and I'm starting the vlog right now. So I think when you're trying to maximize your productivity, creativity, just your ability to get work done, the most important part of that process is having a good place to work. Somewhere where you can have focus, which is such a hard thing to get in this day and age. So why do I bring this up? Why do I talk about having focus and having a good office space? Well, the reason I'm talking about this is I just set up a new office down here in my basement, and this video in its entirety is going to be devoted to showing you guys this office. So let's get on with the studio tour. So the first space we have here is kind of the desk layout, just the general open space which I use to do all my homework and stuff and just kind of whatever work I'm doing. This is like the flat surface where I can type on my computer or write or whatever, look at anything. Basically, this is the desk portion of this little studio. Next, we got my little library right here, which I keep books that I'm reading in the moment. This is a textbook. These are some books related to school and some books I'm interested in. And then right here is my textbook, which is good. And then I got some pencils and stuff like that. Classic outlets. Nice little extension cord right here to plug in these lights up here, which are really nice and really help the lighting. And then my computer and phone chargers and to charge this lamp. Then over here, you just got my notebooks and my agenda book, which I use for school. Over here, you got kind of the supply area. I have pencils in here, some Sharpies, highlighters and pens and stuff. And then I got some thumbtacks, pencil sharpener, calculator, X-Acto knife, some stylists, some headphones. That's about it in terms of supplies. Over here is actually a really cool radio. This is a radio my dad gave me, and it's hand dial, which is interesting. I never have had one of these before, and it has a really good speaker. The antenna is right up in there. So yeah, I just use this radio to listen to music or sports or whatever's on the radio while I'm working during school or while I'm doing homework. So when I talk about this feeling of productivity and ability to have a lot of focus, what I'm talking about is something called flow state. So this is what Wikipedia defines as the flow state. A flow state, also known as being in the zone, is the mental state in which a person performing some activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity. So basically, the flow state is when you're in this zone, when you're so focused and so immersed in what you're doing that no matter how long you work at it, how much effort you put in, you don't get distracted, you enjoy what you're doing, and you get a ton of energy and focus that allows you to complete the activity that you're trying to complete. And the flow state is something that I'm constantly chasing after. I always want to get, when I'm doing homework, when I'm editing a video, when I'm practicing singing or whatever it may be. So a big reason I like this space is because it allows me to get in the flow state, which was something that wasn't happening enough in my room, which is where I worked before. Everything in this office is either for school. Basically, everything in the studio aids my focus, which is something that wasn't happening in my room because I have all sorts of stuff in my room because it's my room. And because this is like a closet, so the walls are on left, right, and in front of me, there's not much that I'm looking at. Like, there's not much around that I'm looking at that's distracting me. It takes away all the distractions that I had in my room and just allows me to focus, which is so important for online school and just to focus and get work done in general. It's 8:45 and I'm going to bed. It's just one of those days where, completely tired by the end of the day, so gonna get my rest and get up. ready to go tomorrow.